Hello there. Today, we will show you how to add different tax rates on the platform and set tax rates based on the location of your employees. Start by going to the Configurations section. Here, you will see options to set up tax rates for both countries and employees. The default country tax rate is set to the United States. This is based on your account information. If you want to add more countries, you have two options. Click on Add Country from this page, or go back to the Configuration sections. From there, click on Master Configuration and then Country Configuration. You will then see the option to add new countries. Let's add the United States as an example. In the United States, tax rates change by state, so you can choose which states you want to include. You can also add other countries. Let's add a few more countries. Once the countries are added, go back to Configurations and do a quick check. All the countries you added will be listed there. But how does the system know which employee belongs to which country? The first step is to enable the country in the Stakeholder Configuration section. Go to the Stakeholder Configurations and scroll down. You will see a field called Tax Identifier Country. Make sure this box is checked. When you click on Edit, you will see the countries you have added. Just click on this and save your changes. Ensure to update the country for all the stakeholders. Pick a stakeholder and click on Edit. As you scroll down, you will see the tax identifier country in the Details section. Let's select Canada and click Save. Now, when this employee exercises the stock option from our platform, the system identifies the location based on the tax identifier country, and the tax rate is accordingly applied. That this employee is from Canada. The tax rate for the employee's location will be used. After setting the country tax rate, the next step is to add the different types of taxes in a country. For example, in the United States, there are taxes like federal, state, and Medicare. To add these, click on Manage Tax Headings. Here, you can see the taxes already set up. If you want to add a new tax heading, say hypo tax for a Canadian employee working in the US, you can do so by adding tax label called Canada Tax Rate. Tax on tax is a layered effect. You pay one tax, like an excise tax, then another authority may add a tax on the total amount, which includes the first tax. This is usually observed in India. When you click on Add, you will see the Canada tax rate is added. If you want to add a tax rate for Canada, go to Canada, click on Add Tax Rate, choose the country, and you can also pick the state. Then, add the tax heading for the Canada tax rate. Now, you have a choice. You can either set a flat 30% tax rate for all employees in Canada or use a progressive tax rate. A progressive tax rate is usually based on the employee's payroll or compensation. For example, the first tax rate might be 0%. Then we add a tax slab. If the employee earns about $25,000, the tax rate is 5%. So you click on Add. After you select this, based on the available payroll data, the system will automatically pick the tax rate. Click on Upload Tax Rate to load tax rates at country and employee level. To upload the employee's payroll data, go to Settings and choose Bulk Upload option. If you scroll to the bottom, you will find Stakeholder Payroll. This data lets you load the income or payroll details of the employee and upload them to the platform. Once you do this, when the employee exercises their stock options, the tax rate will be based on their payroll. If you do not want to share payroll data, you can go to the Employee Tax Rate option. Click Add Tax Rate. Choose an employee. Let's pick the employee whose details we just updated. We select Canada, then Nova Scotia. Then we select Canada again. For the tax rate, let's use 25%. The tax rate is now set on E. You can set a tax rate if an employee is separated from the company. So, when the employee exercises their stock options, a tax rate of 25% is applied. But if the employee is terminated, a tax rate of 40% is applied. You can pick the tax rate based on the employee's jurisdiction, or the system can use the tax rate from the employee's profile. This is a short overview of how the tax rate works on our platform. Thank you for watching, and please reach out if you have any questions.